This is a Chuki beat production.
Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another GT Sport drift setup. Today update 1.5 went live and we've got a whole load of new cars. The first one I wanted to take a look at is actually the RX-7 and it seems to be the one that most of you guys are asking me for as well. Now it's not very often that I get really excited about a drift car in GT Sport. In fact I haven't really since the Porsche 911 Turbo from a few updates ago now. But as soon as I got in this car, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's not as smooth to drift as that Porsche. However, with this one, you can get really extreme with the angles and you can just have a load of fun with it. Just like the other RX-7 in the game, you have got bags of power to play with here, so don't worry about that. You should be able to use this on absolutely any track in the game. I've certainly come up against no corner so far that this hasn't excelled at. Just before I take you over to the build that I've come up with so that you guys can copy it down and have a go with it if you fancy it, I do just want to say a massive shout out to Ghost Monster from over on the Discord server. He's put together the livery that you're seeing within the video today. So if any of you want that livery, please head over to the Discovery tab on GT Sport, search for Ghost Monster and you should be able to find it. So for this build, I have actually spent quite a few mileage points, so you will need some to copy this one over. I've taken the power level all the way up to level 5 there and right to the top, which gives you 591 brake horsepower. Weight reduction wise, I've dropped that to level 3 there and down to the bottom at 89%, which is going to leave you 1,103 kilograms. Traction control, as always, is set to 0. I've got comfort hard tyres both front and rear. The brake balance for this build I've set to -2. Ride height on the front I've got set to 60 and on the rear it's 75. The natural frequency I haven't actually touched at all, it's on 2.7 and 2.7. The same with the anti-roll bar, just stays the same at 7 and 4, and the compression and rebound as well don't need touching at 55, 55 and 85 and 85. Camber angle on the front is set to 3 and on the rear is set to 3 as well. Toe angle on the front is set out 0.4 and in 0.45 on the back. With the differential there, again it's set to fully customised. Now the initial torque there and the braking sensitivity you don't need to touch. The acceleration sensitivity I've played with a lot and I've actually settled on 37 here. And that seems to be working best for me, so I suggest you keep it at that. If you do want those rear wheels spinning up a little bit more and you want some crazier angles, you might want to take it to 40. But again, just to calm it down, bring it back to 37. And like I say, that seems to be working really well for me. Transmission wise, I've got that set to fully customised. I then just maxed the speed at 162 miles per hour. Going down from there, I have adjusted, I think it's 3rd and 4th gear just to make them a little bit longer. It just worked better for most of the tracks. So I'll leave that on the screen now so you can copy that over and make sure you've got it exactly the same. I really hope you all enjoy this one. I'm having loads of fun with it, but like I always say, feel free to play around with these settings, make them your own. Everyone does have their own style within GT Sport. This is just what's working for me and I feel like it's a good base for you guys to start with. I would just like to say a massive thank you to every single one of you that has been supporting the channel so far. Lately you've been fantastic with your comments and I really enjoy reading them. So with that in mind, please do use that comment section down below just to get in contact if you fancy a chat. And on top of that, I would love to know which car you would like to see me do next from update 1.5 in terms of a drift setup here on the channel. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure you subscribe. I've got content like this coming out all the time. Also, give the video a like if you've enjoyed it and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, I'm going to leave you with some more footage of me just messing around with the car. Thanks for coming by the channel today and I'll see you on the next one.